our very own focal point. So I'm gonna just paint a flower because I think one of my most favorite focal point ideas are flowers or butterflies. So I think we could try and make the flower together. So I'm just painting, sketching right now a little bit with my brush, and in a second we're gonna fill in this with the colors and all. So I'm grabbing some bit of paint. It's like a kind of dirty pinky paint. I love that color, like a dirty pink. I think it's gorgeous. I think it's a gorgeous, and I'm mixing it up a little bit with a lighter shade of pink as well. This is a gouache. No, it's actually not gouache, but it feels like gouache. This one is the KURETAKE one, and I love this new pastel set. I'm not too sure I have showed it to you here on this channel. If not, then be sure to check them out because they are so absolutely beautiful, as you can possibly tell. So I'm just doing a little bit of doodles with my petals, and what I will do right now is I will basically just clean off my brush, and I will take away the excess of pigment from few places just to have a little extra depth, just to have a little bit of extra interest. And it's just lovely, I think, to have a little bit of that color play and light play as well. I think it's beautiful like now. And if you can tell, I'm not really looking properly per se of where I'm placing my paints, my colors, no, I just play as my heart kind of told me, to be very honest. And now we're gonna grab a little bit of green just to see if we can have a little bit of green stem maybe for our beautiful flower. Now yet again it's like a sketching with my brush. There we go, super simple I think, and I hope to incorporate today's focal point into our journal page. So I hope you will like that, because you have been saying about it on the recent video. And also I wanted to say huge thank you for supporting and watching the newest video. Your response was amazing. So many of you watched the premiere as well, so thank you so much for joining and for being there with me while the video was premiering. I think it's nice to have a chance to chat and have a little bit of our journaling experience together as well, live, even if it's not a full live class, but we had a chance to be on the chat. I love that. Now my next step would be to do a little bit of outline, and do you know what, I will be just a little bit of doodling here, but I really would love to keep it like this, very delicate, very loose, very yeah, like please don't stress yourself over your focal point. Like so many of you have mentioned you wish to do it, but I think you just have to believe in yourself. You can actually do it. You know me, like I'm first to fussy got a gorgeous focal point. I'm the last to make my own focal points, but I listened to you and you have said it quite a few times. So I was like, right, Marta, I think it's time. So now, after doodling very gently, please have a look. It's like really delicate, and also it's very not straight, or it's a lot of little lines happening, and also here in the middle kind of going like if you scrunch something and those lines are like from scrunching. And then we're gonna do some dots in the middle, and we will create this sort of shading kind of, not shady something is shady, is it? That's probably not the word. Shading with our dots. Now this part is gonna be super time consuming. I'm talking like super time consuming, but I like that part, I have to say. It's something nice about it, something quite relaxing, and I like that part. So I'm gonna just do a lot of dots outside, a lot, and coming in, but I'm gonna keep some of the side a little bit bigger and darker, and making sure that the middle part has less and less spots. And we need to build this layers, but build this shading, kind of shadowing, that it's from dark, the darkest, and the biggest amount of dots to the lightest, which is in the middle now. And I'm joining kind of as well these lines. I just love it. I think it is so gorgeousness. Wow, I'm quite proud of it, I have to say. Like, honestly, it's a really doable little flower. I haven't been telling you about the color scheme or anything, just shades of pink together, a little bit of play with the light, and that's really it, like, you know. I'm also thinking about making maybe a small page in my rectangular journal with this flower. I think this could be nice. So I may grab that, I may do that. Okay, so we are having this. And also I love when a little bit of paint is still wet and I can paint over it, so that also is giving me a little bit of movement sometimes. Now, there we go, and a little bit here. I think personally it's maybe too little green feel on the flower. Like, I feel that I think I would benefit my mind if I have a touch of, yeah, a touch of green happening more than anything, I'd say. There we go. Maybe even this darker. Is this darker green? I think it is. Maybe just, I'm gonna grab maybe this. This is from other KURETAKE set. It's one of most used, probably green as well, as you can tell with the fact that it's nearly gone. So we can just clean off a little bit of that pinky pink. Clean off that yellow, a little bit of that yellowy color. Perfect. And we're gonna try to grab that greeny pigment that is there, and hopefully introduce this a little bit more and have somewhat a bit more green than actual yellow happening. There we go. Voila. And maybe as well a little bit there, just a little bit, so it's not as yellow as it was. I don't know, what was I thinking? I think even the mixture, like right now, it's nice. Even now, this sort of, it's lovely. How about, I love actually the color combination. How about even this darker? I think it's like, yes, it's like a kind of tealish color. We could have a little bit of that going on, and maybe like here. There we go. Yeah, wow, that's nice. There we go. Lovely. Okay, super awesome. Now, I do feel we could have even more of that whiteness showing off. There we go. There we go, just a little bit, and we can go back to doodles just for a moment. No. Look, I don't think I'm that experienced, but I think honestly the more you paint and draw, really the better you you feel about it, you know. And I think that's the more confident you just are, you're just less afraid to actually try by small steps as well, making small little projects like this, make your own focal point, you know, like it's your challenge to me. And I thought, wow, it's actually great, because like so many of us would love to be able to make your very own focal points, and it's not that easy, I think, or could be intimidating. I feel intimidated, so I hope that this little flower is actually something that you feel like, oh right, I can do that. We've got our focal point, we have the book, so it's the same story as yesterday's video where we have the book, we found a gorgeous focal point, and we need to do some background. So that's exactly what we're gonna do right now. I'm doing this in the different book because I hope to keep this one for butterflies only, and I'm thinking about starting this little book, another book, starting with only handmade focal point pages. What do you think? I think I'm ready to start series finally, because I just think we haven't done them enough, and tiny pages with the basic backgrounds. Now I wish you to see what I see. I think the background is gorgeous. I think that it's very elegant, and I would fear, if we're gonna jump in for colorful background, I would fear that our page will be too busy, too much happening for this delicate little flower. So I'm thinking to go a little bit kinder on our page today. So let's start on our background. Let's start with masking tape to begin with. It's a great beginning moment because we're gonna put it in the middle, so that way we have our background we have our I'm sorry, I'm actually thinking about something else right now. Emily, she needs to be picked up from gym, so I'm sorry. Marta, go back to where your head is. Where's your head? And Lucas is just gone to pick her up, so I'm sorry. But sometimes as well, when I speak in Polish all day and I need to jump into English, it's a little bit harder. So I'm just adding some interest, some texture with my masking tape. Why not? And I'm thinking to use these stamps in a very different, funny way, I think. And I also would love to use my flower like a 3D embellishment, same as a 3D focal point, same as we did with our butterfly. So it's not gonna be flat, it's gonna be like, yeah, it's gonna be nice and 3D-ishy. I actually am surprised that I managed to make a size just to fit in the actual page. So I think it's quite funny, because I didn't measure it and I was like, it's gonna be too big, it's gonna be too big. It is not, so that's okay. Now I'm thinking one thing. I'm thinking that it could be nice to have a little bit of color on the background. So how about we're gonna grab this little brush and this flat brush, and how about we're gonna go for a little bit of a wash on the page, a little bit of wash, a little bit of water, and that's it. And how about we're gonna grab a color that could be corresponding, which is, how about this delicate pink? Ooh, I like that. I actually love the color, kind of being there at the, how that, I can't somehow put up my English today. I like how the color is actually making the tape stand out a bit more. I think it's gorgeous like that, to be honest. I didn't think this, but now that I'm looking, it's actually gorgeousness. Do you know what? I'm gonna grab a tape and hope that it's gonna be actually working as our, look at it guys, look at it, as our frame for that picture actually. Look at it, it is so gorgeous. Now obviously this is wet surface right now, so the page itself, so the tape may not stick that well, but let's try and let's see. But look how gorgeous it is. Oh, I love it. I already have one more idea for this page now that I'm thinking. I would love this page to be still simple. Very limited amount of supplies being used, and also not feel intimidating, right? Not feel that it's not doable because of too big, too much. I really wish for you to feel that it's doable, that you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it as well. Okay, I'm thinking to grab, there's this gorgeous color. It's like this creamy color. And I think, oh, look at it. I think it would be nice to have a little bit of that happening. The only thing is, now that I'm thinking, is wouldn't that be amazing to have just this? A little bit of that going on. A little bit of this happening. But don't worry, because we're not done yet. And I tell you what we're gonna do next. We're gonna grab some other basic color right now, which is white gesso. So I'm gonna dry this just a little bit. Just a little bit. I put tape in there. Masking tape frame, how cool is that? Now, and I'm gonna grab white gesso, and I will just go gently about my page, kind of everywhere, and just have, you know, like this delicate feel to the page. Even if you're gonna jump in and leave some thicker amount of gesso, that's okay, you know. It's still wet, so it's nicely, because it is really mixing up nicely and interestingly enough, actually. Now I just grab a bit more gesso, so I'm gonna grab it here, there. Oops, that tape went away. Maybe we're able to still stick it. Let's see. So we have a little bit of mixed media going on, right? With all these mediums being mixed it up. I like that. Actually, I love that, honestly. Wow. That is so cute. That's so cute. We could grab a little bit of, there we go, a little bit of paint in your finger, if you feel like you could do that, and maybe not with finger with the gesso on it, but imagine this, and wow, this is so cute. I think it's so beautiful. Let's try this. Actually, it's gonna be like that. Voila. I mean, seriously, by accident I had to breathe here. I actually will take that and do it properly and have the title. I had that breathe from my reel, from this flower, which is a watercolor, completely differently painted. Wow, we could have it there, I think, and having a oh my, this is lovely. I have not expected this to be this lovely, actually. Oh, I love it. I'm afraid, because this is exactly, maybe this will work like that. Oh, I love it. It's working. I love that. Breathe. Oh my Georgie, I love this. Oh my. I'm so happy about it. Okay, let's see if my glue gun is hot-ish. It is, so I can wait one more second, literally. And then we can do a little bit of, how about a little, oh, I love this on this side. It's so pretty, it's so cute. I'm gonna grab the white one as well, you know. Yes, I think the white one will be gorgeous. The stamp with the white here could be just right on the background. Oh, I love it. On top of that as well. Wow, this is so beautiful. Oh my. Now, once we have this, we could jump in with another one, which is the gray text. Let's see. That's a lot of text. Oh, that's too bright nearly, no? Oh, perfect. And lovely, jovely. Look in the middle. I left it because it's flower, but I think this will be just amazing in the middle. Look. Oh, that's so cute. I love that gray stamping of text as well. I'm gonna have it everywhere because it's so beautiful. It is so delicate as well. OMG. I love this so much. Oh, basic supplies, as you can tell, the same as we had used in the other video, in the butterfly video. Look, it is just right. And I'm thinking of the splashes. But before splashes, we're gonna glue this down. I think I'm gonna manage to have a little bit of that hot going on there, or not. Let's see. Now, Marta, be very careful. It's a hot glue gun. Oh, I love this. Flat enough. Oh, I love this so much. My first beautiful focal point in this book. Oh, finally, we did something so gorgeousness. I'm so proud of this page, honestly. I am so proud. Oh, I love it. Oh, I wonder what you think. I really hope you liked it as well. It is so beautiful. Oh, I wonder, tell me, which is your favorite now? Butterfly or flower? Oh, I really would love to hear that now. I'm gonna make voting on the YouTube channel as well. Butterfly or I'm gonna say flower. I really am gonna say flower. I think it's so gorgeous. And look at it. It was just masking tape in our background and a little of stamps, and that's it. My beautiful friends, we need to do some splashes and we are super done with it. And I couldn't be more proud. I love it. Honestly, I love it so much. I'm using calligraphy ink, of course. You know me. I love using my white ink because I'm super lazy. Now, shall we continue with handmade, homemade focal points? The only problem is that I think I'm going to end up with making more and more flowers. But if you would like to have pages with the flowers and you don't mind if our focal point will be mostly flowers, I'm guessing, because honestly I just think I love it so much. And it's just something I enjoy making. Like, I can't imagine my focal point to be zebra or, I don't know, an elephant or a cat. It's just not something that I would personally choose, I guess. So I so much love in this breathe page. Let me know, my friends. We're gonna wrap up at that our series of tiny pages. A tiny page, it's here. Happy crafting, happy art journaling, happy making your own focal points. Let me know if this kind of focal point is something you would love to do more often. Thank you so much. I'll chat to you soon. I love you lots. Bye.